It's been described as an early Christmas present for retailers, and it will definitely take the heat off many homeowners. The Reserve Bank has responded to the sluggish economy by cutting the benchmark lending rate for the 8th time in a year. The official cash rate was today slashed by 50 basis points to 2.5%. It's the lowest rate since July 2022. It means for a household with a $500,000 mortgage, minimum repayments could be about $400 less a fortnight compared to a year ago. Political correspondent Zane Small reports.
With the help of her broker, Stephen Robertson, Zoe Fisher and her husband purchased their first home together 5 years ago in Huia, with sweeping views of the Manukau harbour.
We bought it for the early 8s, so I think it was 835.
It was 2020 at the height of the pandemic and interest rates were low.
I saw a rate in the sort of mid-2s and said, oh great, gonna just quickly fix for a year, that sounds awesome. Didn't call the mortgage broker, which we probably should have. A year afterwards, it jumped up into the high 6s and we were paying about $1,500 more every month, which was really difficult for me and my husband.
They weren't alone. This graph shows how 2-year fixed rates went from a low of 3.47% in mid-2021 to 7.6% in October 2023, before trending down to 5.42. A rates rollercoaster ride Stephen Robertson describes as tough on his clients.
A lot of them have been hanging on, waiting for the big drop, and others have just said, look, I can't wait any longer, I need more money in the bank account for groceries, things like that.
But despite lower interest rates, economic momentum remains lacklustre. The latest quarterly survey of business opinion shows a drop in confidence in the 3 months to September, and that's seen as a key piece of data for the Reserve Bank when setting the benchmark for interest rates. Today, the central bank responded with a 50 basis point cut to the official cash rate, bringing it to 2.5%, the lowest since July 2022.
This feels like a little bit of a final sort of confidence boost, a bit of a circuit breaker to say, hey, look, we've cut rates, we think things need to be picking up, we want the economy to pick up, so here's some medicine to help you out.
A medicine the National Party no doubt hopes will boost its economic credentials.
How much smaller is the New Zealand economy today than it was when he became Prime Minister?
Well, again, the former Prime Minister needs to understand this. He created the problem.
The latest Taxpayers Union Courier poll out today shows National down 3.5 points to 29.6%, behind Labour on 31.2%, down 2.6. The Greens are up to 12% and Te Pāti Māori's also had a slight bump. On the right, New Zealand First is up, but ACT is down.
New Zealand First looks to be doing quite well in the polls. What do you think you're doing right?
Look, we just make confetti out of your polls.
It's been a long, hard winter, and yet I know that people are going to be judging next year on have you fixed what matters and done the work.
I know that lower interest rates result in the things that I want to see for New Zealanders, which is more investment, more job creation, higher incomes and relief for everyday families.
For Zoe Fisher, it does make a difference.
We'd really like to eventually save up and get an investment property, and we've just not had the capacity to do that saving. So being able to put more money into the economy, going out for dinners, supporting local businesses, all that sort of thing is something we're really looking forward to being able to do again.
Homeowner aspirations now possible thanks to cheaper lending.
And Zane, there's more interest rate relief to come.
Yes, Sam, it is looking very likely. The central bank had previously signalled 2 more cuts to the benchmark lending rate before the end of the year, and today it confirmed it remains open to further reductions with spare capacity in the economy. So we could see another rate cut as soon as next month. And that will be music to the ears of the National Party because it gives them something positive to talk about as we come to the end of the year. And because the cost of living still is by far the main concern of voters in that latest poll, and it looks like National is being punished with that dismal 29% results.
Indeed, Zane Small there live from Parliament. Tēnā koe.